The former secretary to Ondo State Government, SSG, Ifedayo Abegunde, has disclosed that his SY principal, Rotimi Akeredolu, lost the 2016 governorship election to the People's Democratic Party, PDP, candidate, Eyitayo Jegede. Abegunde had on Monday morning resigned his appointment as the SSG. According to him, it was through his power and that of some other APC pillars that made Inec to declare Akeredolu as governor after he had lost. Akeredolu didn't win the election in 2016, but we made it possible for him to become governor. We were the pillars behind him and we will not support him again. He will lose this time around. Abegunde further alleged that only the immediate family of the governor, as well as his in-laws from Imo State, are enjoying governance in the state. Akeredolu has reduced the government to the property of his wife, son, and in-laws from Imo State. All the contracts in the state are being given to his wife, son, and the people from Imo State. The former SSG, who spoke in Akure, the Ondo State capital, shortly after his resignation, described as enormous the sufferings he underwent in the hands of Governor Akeredolu for the 3.5 years he held sway as the secretary to his government. Abegunde said, "I was suffering in his administration because he didn't release any funds for my office. He has been telling lies that he was giving me 5 million naira every month, even when he knew he didn't give me such money." Abegunde, who represented Akure North South Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives between 2011 and 2015, disclosed that the e-treatment melted on him by Akeredolu made him to quit. While speaking on his next political journey, the former SSG, however, disclosed that he has decided to support another aspirant from the APC, Mr. Segun Abraham, whom he described as the Messiah that Ondo State needs. They want to start again. No? Messiah that the Ondo State needs. Somebody you have not worked with, you are not saying is the Messiah that Ondo State needs. All of them are the same. They will be looking for one way or the other, or one thing or the other, just to justify their actions. If you want to leave, you leave. And all this while, you never said anything. You never deemed it fit to say anything because you were still working. But as soon as you resigned, you began to say all of these things. Majority of them, they have a skeletons in their cupboard. Not only skeletons, they have a lot of skeletons in their cupboard. All these politicians. In as much it's going to be politics of self, definitely there must be disunity among them. There must be confusion among them. All of them, nobody is talking about how to move the state forward. Nobody is talking about how to better the lives of the citizens. No, it is all about them, all about contract. At the end of the day, you can imagine what he's saying. Oh, it is the wife, the son-in-law, and all of that. Of course, they will tell you they are not getting juicy positions. They are not doing this. They are not doing that. I don't understand. I don't understand. That is just where and how they have reduced this country to. It is like that. Even the president, all of them from beginning to end, those who came with the mantra of change. But what are we seeing? It's the same thing. They are even worse than the people that we thought were even bad before. It's unfortunate that no, who is going to take us to the promised land in this country? It's very, very unfortunate. At the end of the day, by the time they leave themselves, they will be romancing themselves because of what they are getting. But as soon as they stop getting what they are getting, majority of them go for this position. They go into politics because of what they are going to get. Nobody is patriotic. The people who are patriotic, we don't see them. They are always at the background, or they are not in any political party at all. Once they want to do anything, you see them beginning to, you see them that the people who want to do things, they will not be allowed to enter into the party, because as soon as you get there, they will relegate you to the background. You will not be able to speak because the people you are going to be contending with, there are so many. Maybe you out of 30 people, you out of 40 people. What are you going to do? What difference are you going to make? If you are among those who are going to be choking you, they will not want you to say the right thing. You can't survive among them because the foundation is already faulty. The foundation is already faulty. There's a lawyer that was talking about this mismanagement in our system from the center to the lowest level of government in this country. What this past president, past governors and deputies, what they are getting as a pension. We are paying 40 billion naira. They are drawing 40 billion naira to pay ex-deputies, deputy governors, governors and whatever, and all these allowances. You see what they are collecting, all of them. There's like there's this kind of conspiracy. It's not that it's like there's conspiracy among themselves. You can imagine what this guy is talking about. So to get the public sympathy, now, is it not an indictment on his part? Because I don't even know the meaning of what he said that his former principal, now because he has resigned, his former principal didn't win the election. Didn't win the election, that it was his own power and with other people, with INEC, that made him win the election, that now declared him winner. So what are we talking about? So how did they do it? Because he didn't expatiate on that. So they rigged it, that the man lost. So it was after he had lost, they had to do their own calculation. It's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate to be hearing this kind of a thing, and so pathetic. Someone is saying here that this man must be arrested, charged to court, and possibly jailed. I repeat, as many of them that put Nigeria into the mess in the name of APC will never have peace. If we are talking about this, do you know the atrocity that was committed at the presidential election? That one is uncountable. It's not something that people will be talking about. A lot of atrocities that they committed, all those APC people. Of course, they are the same. It's even PDP too. Okay, plus the governor, INEC chairman, all of them must be arrested, and the then APC chairman, all should be jailed. Of course, Oshimole will not be left out. May God bless you, brother. I concur with you that let them be jailed. INEC, please do your job. Another election riggers as confessed. Okay. Is it not in support of the INEC that the rig was successful? Which INEC? The same one that must corroborated with him in the rigging game. He is supporting another person who he will rig into power again. A fraudulent country full of deceit, denying and pretending. That is why nothing is working. We don't have institution power, but individual power. APC, Buhari they will be making mouth. Oh, this and that. People voted for you. Voted for who? This man, I don't understand whether he knows what he's saying. This man confessing like this, and at the end of the day, nothing will be done to him. Another Oshomole from Ondo State. Man, okay, this man is a blockhead. He needs to be arrested and prosecuted. All this Loretta Onoche, they will do as if they will just pretend as if they've not heard anything. He did not mention because he is an accomplice of to crime. He's just a politician who has a diarrhea mouth. You are supposed to be in jail for the confession. You stole another man's mandate. What can he do better than to rig again and again? The authority better arrest him. Which authority? Is it not the same authority he worked for? He worked for the authority. Of course, they will come back and tell you that this man is not normal, is something is really wrong with him. Or himself will come back and debunk it and say, oh, he was misquoted, he was taken out of context. But that is what it is. Whether he says it or not, everybody knows what is obtainable. The electoral system, whether PDP or APC, the same thing they do. And it's unfortunate. The reason why people are talking about this, because once you talk about APC, they will say, oh, what are you talking about? PDP taught them. If PDP taught them, they told us they are going to bring change to this country, and yet we are seeing this kind of a thing. It's unfortunate. And they will be bragging. You say you are bringing about change, and yet you are involved in this all these atrocities. Then why did we would have left PDP? If you are going to be complaining about PDP that they did that, they taught them how to do all this on how to commit all these atrocities, would have left them. They would have just know that, okay, that's what we want. Not you deceiving people, and people just feel that, oh, there's going to be a change. But at the end of the day, pain is what they have caused Nigerians. Who is going to arrest him? He's not going to be arrested. Tomorrow now you will hear him that he was taken out of contest. That is the problem we have with all these politicians. Imagine you rigged him into power. Why are you there telling us? And why are you telling us now? Well, what did the tribunal and higher court say? Of course, okay, going to that route again. That one, we know what they did now. Buhari and all of them. We know what we know. The crime that men do, live after them. Okay, your revelation do not make sense to anybody. Keep it to yourself. All of you who were accomplices in prejudicing the mandate of the people of Ondo State should be subjected to public trial and disgraced publicly. All the wealth you must have amassed during this illegal tenure should be recovered from you and your other accomplices. Continue in your deceit. So guys, let us hear your opinion from this guy for what this guy has said. Leave your comment below and let's have your take.